Good day, everyone. When you look at the news, it looks so negative and bleak, not just here in South Africa, but around the world. When you see headlines like another 100 businesses closed down in South Africa, or the rich leaving South Africa in their droves, when many of these things have been happening for a very, very long time. And if you actually look at South Africa's GDP and what is happening to economic growth, it's basically at a standstill at the moment. And under President Cyril Ramaphosa, we have had very, very little growth. And a lot of people will blame the COVID-19 pandemic for that. However, if you look at the trajectory that the country was on, even under President Jacob Zuma, you will see that even then the trajectory was a lot better. And a lot of people are starting to question what is actually going on. But one of the big things that is a huge factor in South Africa is land. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this. They think you go and you buy a piece of land that is available up for sale, then you either have a bond with a bank or you get a title deed and it's then yours. Well, read that title deed and think again about the possession part of that. With the Expropriation Act, which is not a land expropriation act once again, it's an expropriation act. Eskom is now weighing in, and you know, it's actually the energy minister saying that they have intentions to take land to put up power lines, because many of the so-called renewable energy plants that they want to put up, either solar or wind, is so far from the power grid that new grid infrastructure needs to be built. And I'm talking about hundreds of billions of rands worth, when it's actually not necessary at all. We could just use that money to build more baseload capable power stations. But that's a different story that I've spoken about a lot. What they intend on doing is to literally use this Expropriation Act to take land in South Africa. And Energy Minister Gisinso Ramokgopa is the latest department head to express intentions of using South Africa's new Expropriation Act to take over private land for the state's use. The latest plan is to use expropriation to take land where the Energy Department needs to lay out critical transmission infrastructure, and follow similar sentiments from major cities like Johannesburg. And this will only escalate. Joburg Mayor Dara Morere said earlier this month that the city plans to use the Expropriation Act to repurpose hijacked and abandoned buildings within its centers. Just under 100 buildings have already been identified. Now, we will see how this pans out, because what people say and what actually happens is the real test. Ramokgopa indicated that the state plans to lay out transmission lines across several corridors over the next 10 years, some of which pass over private land. So they are going to put power lines where there's never been large power line infrastructure before, not because the people that need to use the power is concentrated there. No, because the power generation is going to be built in the middle of nothing and nowhere, literally. And people need to think, why don't we build baseload capable infrastructure where we already have a power grid, so we don't have to spend hundreds of billions of rands to give access to companies that are winning bids to build solar and wind infrastructure, but off the back of us taxpayers going into more debt, government debt, to fund these transmission lines. And now they want to use the Expropriation Act to get rid of buyers, sellers that don't want to sell their farmland. Get rid of these people, you can just take the land. If it comes to expropriation, we will do that. The law permits that, and the Minister McPherson will sign it. This is what Ramokgopa said. Once the plans and processes are underway, the government will look to expropriation in the public interest. So is it in the public interest? And I've spoken about this a lot. It's not in the public interest to build power infrastructure in the middle of nowhere. You need to build it as close to the people as possible. Now, I'm not saying you must build it on top of where people live. You need to build it close. Why should you build thousands of kilometers of power line infrastructure when we already have it? And all you need to do is build a power generation. Ramaphosa referred to the Public Works Minister Dean McPherson, who is a DA minister who recently defended the country's new expropriation laws, including the new addition of nil compensation to the mix. This man is doing magical maths in his head. While land expropriation is not new in South Africa, the state has rarely evoked it, something which is changing rapidly with the law getting mentioned more frequently. What does it even mean? President Cyril Ramaphosa signed the Expropriation Act into law on the 23rd of January 2025, sparking local and international blowback against what is seen as a threat to private land ownership in the country. Yes, it is a threat. The act is not yet in effect, and the commencement date has yet to be announced. So this is important. However, this is not helping the growing negative discourse around the laws. And then it talks about Dean McPherson, who is a DA deployee, so they can recall him if they want, actually being at odds with the DA, who has now decided that they'll go ahead with the court case against this null compensation thing, because Dean McPherson says zero compensation is not the same as null compensation, because our constitution says that there must be compensation. Okay, so now they are saying null compensation is still compensation. These people are psychotic. They aren't right in their head. There's something wrong with them, because this is arithmetic gymnastics that comes out of pie in the sky, you know, unicorns flying around. That is how bad it is. And they want people to believe this. This man must really be enjoying his salary, Minister McPherson, that big fat salary, you know, getting that every month. And I wonder if the DA still matters to him. But who cares? The DA has sold the people that voted for them out on everything that they campaigned on. But let's look at the different interpretations. So this is farmland that's going to be taken for transmission lines. I mean, that is a lot of land if you consider the length of those power lines. McPherson's party, the Democratic Alliance, this week underlined its opposition to null compensation in the laws, committing to challenge it. Well, I hope they flip and do, because it's a logical thing to do. The party's federal council unanimously adopted a position of opposition to the Expropriation Act. However, the Public Works Minister has a different view. A DA deployee minister, one more aligned with the ANC's interpretation of the law, which could put him in a collision course with his own party. No, his party is actually just saying one thing to the electorate and doing another. And once people actually realize what is going on, then it's too late. I warned people before the last elections. Here's the kicker. Over the next 10 years, the country needs to lay over 14,000 kilometers of transmission lines, which will cost approximately 440 billion rand now. Figures of over 600 billion has been mentioned. They can build a couple of power stations for that amount of money. Here's the kicker. How much land does that run over? So in the public interest, they are going to cook us with a lot more debt, because we don't have the money. We don't have the money to pay for that. They have to make more debt, which the taxpayers have to foot the bill on, and then they're going to take people's land. They have now made it clear that to build the transmission lines, they will use the Expropriation Act. The more the new expropriation laws are invoked and used, the greater the chances the controversial null compensation clause will be used and ultimately tested in court. Legal experts have noted that this is the only route to getting legal certainty over the constitutionality of the new rule, as much remains untested. Here's the problem, people. I don't care what the Constitution says. It's about what is right or wrong. And it's about what most of the people in the country say is right or wrong. Because a constitutional court can be absolutely annihilated by the people of the country. The institution, that is the current government, can be annihilated by the people in the country. It's been done so many times before. And to the members on this channel, I'll give you a link to a video that'll show you how the USA, which claims to be the freest country in the world, the greatest country in the world, especially under US President Donald Trump, and that they are what keeps the world safe and pure and virtuous and wonderful. I'll give you a link to a video that shows how the CIA brought down a democratically elected government and leader of a country in the 1950s, just post the Second World War, so that you can see what is really happening behind the scenes, what I talk about on this channel, so you can understand that our government is not in charge of what is happening in this country. And I will soon do a video on we will not forget what happened to us during COVID-19, during that pandemic, how the premiers like Alan Winde and many others wanted to force people to do certain things, take certain things into their bodies, behave a certain way, etc. I will not forget. I will remind you, because they will do it to you again in a heartbeat. Just like they are looking at expropriating land now to build 14,000 kilometers worth of power line that we do not need. We've got the power line infrastructure. We just need to build baseload capable power stations in the right place, and our country will be better off for it. But you are going to be bamboozled. Lots of people are going to get contracts, make lots of money, steal lots of money. And this is the status quo in the current political system we are in. If we do not change this political system, the country will go to a complete and utter ruin. And the people of the country might survive, but the fiat currency economy will not, the government will not, many other things will not. And a lot of you will say, well, the sooner the better. Tell me in the comments how you feel about this new expropriation idea around power lines and all the farms that they plan on expropriating so they can build these power lines, so we can just pay more tax because of all the debt our government is making. Thank you so much. Till the next video.